336 BC. There was a great celebration in Macedon. King Philip II of Macedon was marrying off his daughter, but this was no ordinary wedding. Envoys from across the Greek world, nobles, commanders, they were all there because Philip was no longer just a king. He was a leader who controlled almost all of Greece. And his next target was clear: the Persian Empire. This wedding was also meant to celebrate the beginning of a great campaign. But no one knew. This night would not be remembered as a wedding, but as a night of assassination. As the celebrations continued, Philip walked before the crowd. He was unarmed, because this was a celebration. He did not expect danger. At that moment, a man stepped out from the crowd, his name Pausanias of Orestes, one of Philip's own bodyguards. No one suspected anything, but within seconds everything changed. Pausanias moved quickly, and suddenly he drew his blade. With a single strike, the dagger pierced straight into the king's chest. Philip fell to the ground. The crowd froze. Then screams erupted. The guards chased after Pausanias. He tried to escape, but he was captured, and there he was killed instantly. But one question remained unanswered. Who planned this assassination? Was it the act of a single man, or part of a larger conspiracy? Some pointed to Olympias. Others even suspected Alexander the Great. But the truth was never known for certain. When Philip died, Alexander was only 20 years old. He was still young, but now he had to become king. And the biggest problem was this: when a king dies, the throne never stays empty. A war for power begins, and the Macedonian court was a dangerous place for such struggles. Replaces Mercy Alexander acted quickly, because leaders who hesitate lose their throne. First, he eliminated his rivals within the palace. Those who could threaten his rule were removed one by one. These decisions were harsh, but necessary, because in the ancient world, weakness was never forgiven. At that moment, Alexander understood. Being a king is not just about wearing a crown, it is about survival. When news of Philip's death spread, the Greek city-states began to act. For them, this was an opportunity, because Philip had controlled them by force for years. Now the king was dead, and a young ruler sat on the throne. Many cities thought, let's not miss this chance. Rebellions began. Some cities declared independence, but the most dangerous was a single city, its name Thebes. The people of Thebes believed a young king could not stop them. They were wrong. As soon as Alexander received the news, he took action. He gathered his army, and without wasting a moment, he marched toward Thebes. This rapid move shocked everyone, because no one expected him to act with such boldness. Thebes was surrounded. The city was strong, but Alexander was stronger. The battle began. Arrows rained down, gates were broken, and within a short time, Macedonian soldiers entered the city. What followed went down in history as a terrible event. Alexander decided to destroy the city completely. Houses were burned, streets were destroyed, thousands were killed. Those who survived were sold into slavery. Thebes was wiped off the map. The destruction of Thebes was not just a victory, it was a message. That message was this: this is the fate of those who stand against Alexander. After this, the other Greek cities were afraid, and one by one they submitted to Alexander. Now Greece was united, and Alexander had taken over his father's dream. Alexander was no longer just a king. He was a commander, a leader, and he had only one goal ahead of him: the Persian Empire. At that time, the Persians ruled the greatest empire in the world. Their lands were far larger than Greece. Their armies were far more numerous, but Alexander did not fear them, because he did not just want to start a war, he wanted to start a legend.